As a collector, I come across some interesting stuff over time. One of the things I've come across recently is something that was given to me. And a spoon is a spoon, or pune. This one here is a little wee person on the top. It says Māori warrior Rotorua, and that's about all it says. So I was given this by Norma and Ken Swain. They were given it by somebody who said this might be better off in the hands of someone who's knows a bit more about this and what it means. So that's good. But also, like today, I've just picked up a King George 1951 coin, or $1. Same again, this is a 1958 coin, 54, 62, not in chronological order, but it's beginning to get the picture. All the same coin, of the same person, second King George, and that's a lot. Now, even though these are all of the same warrior, and it says Rotorua warrior, kind of, and makes the inference that's the warrior up in Rotorua in the middle of the North Island. This man is buried in my whānau's land block down in the Horowhenua at Hoki at Komakarau, Urupa. And our whānau, my family, the Warana Te Kerehi, whānau are the kaitiaki of this man's remains. Now he did fight up in the Te Arawa Wars against the Ngāpuhi peoples, and he was renowned as a very great fighter against the Ngāpuhi peoples, and his ability to use the taiaha and numerous other weapons put him in good stead to be able to help the Te Arawa peoples, his wife, but also his own genealogy roots back to Rongamai Papa, who's the daughter of Rongamai Wahine Kahungu. Rongamai Papa, the daughter, she married two Haurangi, and two Haurangi himself, generations down that family line, Te Arawa, were caught up in the middle of those same wars that we talk about. So this man cut his teeth in Rotorua against the Ngāpuhi peoples, and as a direct result of that he became really synonymous, quite famous, and made it down to the Horowhenua through Whanganui and this crouch that he's in, this crouch position, and became famous down in this area between Taitoko and Otaki, where a son eventually became, this man's son on this coin eventually became the constable deployment into Otaki as a police man, and later was awarded a New Zealand Cross to become a major, and his name, this man's son's name, is Major Kemp. Our whānau line whakapapa of sorts from this man directly, through the son's adopted daughter, whāngai, or arguably his son's one daughter that he's been claimed to have had. It's a complicated story, but I just wanted to make the point that these are relics in my whakapapa that have been enshrined in legal tender around the country. This isn't the first one either. I come from another line in Rotorua called Puanaki, and the government took that symbol as well and made that a part of the legal tender in New Zealand. This one here was agreed to because of the connection, the very close proximity that this man's son had to the Crown. Sadly, the Crown had taken all that man's land inside the Horowhenua. Well, not entirely, but the native land court ensured that this man was left literally landless and penniless by the time this man's son, Major Kemp Te Rangihui Nui, had passed away, had nothing left to his name, which is a sad legacy for this man and his history, but that's a different story again, without delving into too much. It goes to show that at the time when this man's son was moving around the countryside and trying to give effect to the Treaty of Waitangi, the partners in that treaty saw him differently and treated him differently, and as a direct result had nothing left to his name by the time he'd passed away. He's buried up in Whanganui at Putiki. I, in previous videos, have enunciated it as Patiki. That's further up the river. It's incorrect. It's Putiki, just to remind myself in future that when I do start using these names that I actually get the enunciation correct, because I could annoy quite a lot of my whanaunga up in Whanganui, and I don't want to be doing that. So aroha mai na whānau o Whanganui Te Awa nā tangata. Kia ora. Anyway, so there we go. And I plan to be giving these away. I'm not too sure if I should break it up or if I should just give it away as a lump sum, but I definitely want to be giving some of this to my tribal authority, whether or not it makes it next to the taiha, which is what this man is carrying. We in our iwi have that taiha in its fullness, and that is a very well worn taiha. I would really like an opportunity to be able to use it one day. Can't see the taiha in there, but there we go. That's a little bit of a history lesson for my whānau. Ngā mihi, kia ora.